Hello everybody, welcome to Yoga for Self-Love with Kim. I am Kim. This will be a slow flow Vinyasa practice. If you want something to sit on as we begin our practice, feel free to grab a block, bolster, blanket, whatever you like. And then bring yourself into a comfortable seated position. For today, I'm going to start in Vajrasana, so sitting on my heels. You could do that as well. Or if you like, you could put a block underneath your bum, or even 2 blocks. If you want to get a little bit higher, take some pressure up off of the knees, or bring yourself into whatever seat feels comfortable today. As usual, you may see some cameo appearances from my dogs. This is Sunny right here, and this is Gussie over here in the orange. All right. Get comfortable, find your seat, and close your eyes. And just take a moment to arrive, shed off your day, let go of everything else. Let go of where you're coming from, what you're doing after this. And just let yourself be present in this moment. I invite you to bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Just feel this contact with your body. A little loving embrace of yourself. Feel your own loving, healing energy. Warming your heart, warming your belly. And then begin to connect in and just notice how you feel today. And as always, let go of any judgment and just notice what's there and honor yourself. I invite you to bring in the intention to be gentle, kind, patient, loving, and compassionate with yourself as you move through your practice today. And if you like to carry that intention off of the mat out into the world with you. Begin to check in with your breath now. Nice, deep, smooth, steady breaths. In and out through the nose, or in through the nose and out through the mouth. The inhalations, notice the belly rising and expanding out into your hand, and then the breath moving up into the rib cage, and you feel the chest expanding out into the hand that's on the chest. With the exhalation, the chest draws back in, the belly draws back in. You release the breath out through the nose, or again out through the mouth if you like. Just be here with your breath, a few more rounds. And then release your hands. You can softly open the eyes. Take a deep breath in. As you do, lift the shoulders up towards the ears. And as you exhale, relax the shoulders back down. A couple more breaths like this. Inhaling, shoulders lift. Exhaling, shoulders release back down. A couple more. And then relax that. And now gently turn your head to look over to the right. You don't have to move to your full range of motion. Keep it nice and easy. Bring your head back to center, and then you gently look over towards the left. Back to center, a few more times as you rotate the head from side to side. Again, being gentle. It doesn't have to be your greatest twist here as you move through the neck. And then bring your head back to center. And now bring your right hand over, around to the right side, left hand over towards that left thigh. Slowly you shift your rib cage, your sternum, your gaze over towards the right, and then bring yourself back to center. Take it to the other side. Left hand can come down towards that left side of the mat. Right hand over towards that left knee or thigh. And then you gently rotate from the rib cage, the sternum, over towards the left. So we're not moving the twist down into the low back or the lumbar spine, which doesn't really twist so well. Just taking it from the upper spine, mid spine, and up higher. And a few more times, just begin to move yourself side to side. You find this nice gentle twist. And then bring yourself back to center. You can come off of whatever you are sitting on now. And bring yourself over onto hands and knees. Coming into a table position. And then we'll reach the right arm up towards the ceiling and shift your gaze to look up. Spin the heart up. And then we'll thread that right arm underneath the body, come down onto the outer right arm, right cheek, right temple. Take the left fingers, press them down into the mat. Stay here or open that left arm up towards the ceiling. Maybe reach that left hand around, take a bind, tuck the left fingers in to that right thigh. Pressing down through the outer right arm. And then left arm reaches back up and comes back down to the mat. You come back through table. Other side, reach that left arm up. Thread the arm underneath the body. Come down onto outer left arm, left cheek, temple. Either press the right finger pads into the mat, stay there, or you reach that right arm up. Or maybe take a bind. Right arm comes over towards that, or right hand comes over towards that left thigh. And then you reach that right arm back up. Right hand comes down to the mat. Excuse you, Sonny. And bring yourself back into your table position. So extend the right leg back behind. We'll bend that right knee. Draw it in towards the chest. Press into the hands, round up through the back. And then send that right leg back again. We'll draw that right knee underneath the body. And this time bring it over towards that left arm. Press into the hands, round up through the back. Send the right leg back. And then one more time. Right knee comes forward, this time towards the right outer arm. Right leg moves back behind you. And then you release that right knee down to the mat, other side. Send that left leg back. Bend that left knee. Draw it in towards the chest as you press the floor away, round up through the back. Send that left leg back. Bend that left knee, draw it underneath the body, over towards the right arm now. And then left leg moves back. Last one. We'll take that left knee underneath the body over towards that left upper arm now. And then send that leg back. Release that left knee down to the mat. Let's take it into our downward dog. Tuck toes under. Send the hips up and back. Find a little movement here, whatever you like. Feel into your body. What does your body call for? Pedal the legs. Roll yourself back and forth. Rock it side to side. And then press down into the hands. Root down through the heels. Lift up through the armpits. We'll bend the knees. Crouch down and now send right leg up. Three-legged dog. Bring that right knee in towards your chest as you shift forward, core plank. And then send that right leg up and back again, three-legged dog. Now we'll bring that right knee underneath the body as you shift forward into your plank. Right knee comes over towards that left arm. Send the right leg up and back again. Last one, let's take that right knee over towards that right upper arm. You send that right leg back, three-legged dog, and release that right foot down to the mat. Bend the knees, crouch down. Let's send the left leg up now. Bend that left knee. Let's take it forward, core plank, knee hugs into the chest. Root down through your finger pads. Hug that knee up. And then we'll send the left leg up and back again, three-legged dog. This time we bring it forward, left knee moves over towards that right upper arm. Send that left leg up and back. Let's bring it forward. This time, left knee moves to that left upper outer arm. Send the left leg up. Release that foot down to the mat. Crouch yourself down into tiger dog. Now send the right leg up, three-legged dog. Let's bring that knee into the chest, shift it forward, core plank. Step that right foot through to your right thumb. Lower that left knee down to the mat. And begin to just rock yourself back and forth. Roll up onto that right heel. Pull your bum back towards that left heel. And then we'll walk it forward. Coming back into this low lunge. A few times, just rock it back and forth. A little opening through the back of that right leg. And then shift yourself forward into your low lunge. Have the back toes tucked or untucked here. Press down into the earth. Lift yourself up. Reach the arms up. And then we'll reach the left arm forward. Right palm comes to meet it. And then bend that right elbow. Pull the right arm back. Begin to open that right arm out to the right side as you spin your heart towards the right. Back through center you come. Arms reach back up. Hands down to the mat. Tuck your back toes under. Step it back into downward dog. Bend your knees, crouch down, left leg up, three-legged dog. Bend that left knee, shift forward, core plank. Step left foot through to left thumb. Drop that right knee to the mat. And then roll up onto that left heel, toes draw up and towards you, and you shift yourself back. Bum back towards that right heel, and then walk yourself forward a couple times. Just flow it back and forth here, finding that opening through the back of the left leg this time. And then we'll take it forward back to low lunge. Back toes can stay tucked or untuck them. Press down into the earth, lift up, arms reach up, low lunge. Right arm reaches forward, left palm comes to meet it, and then bend that left elbow. Peel the arm back, open the left arm up. Hands to the mat, step yourself back, downward dog. Step, hop, or float it up, top of the mat. Forward fold. Soften the knees, press into your feet, rise all the way up, palms come together overhead, and hands slide down to your heart. Now let's bend the knees. Sit your bum back, hips back, knees back. Lift up your toes for a moment, spread the toes, release the toes down, arms out in front of you, Utkatasana, chair pose. Take the palms together at the heart, then we'll spin it. Left elbow taps the right knee. Heart moves over towards the right. Press palms together, and then bring it back to center. Other side, right elbow taps outside that left knee. Palms press together. Lift up the heart, and then bring it to center. Press into the feet. Come all the way up. Palms overhead. Hands back down to your heart. Now let's reach the arms up. Fold yourself in, forward fold, and then halfway lift. Fingers press into shins or thighs. Get a nice long spine here. Lift up the belly, wave length up the spine, out through the crown of the head. Soften the knees, fold yourself in. Press down into the feet. Again, let's bring it halfway up to that flat back. Fold it in. One more time, halfway lift. And now plant your hands down to the mat. Step yourself back into plank. Lower your knees to the mat. Lower your pubic bone, belly, torso, all the way down. Press into the fingers. Hug the elbows in. Root down through the toes, the pubic bone. Peel your heart up. Baby cobra. And release it down. Tuck your toes. Send it up and back. Downward dog. Step or hop it up top of your mat. Fold it in. Forward fold. Halfway up to that flat back. Fold in. Root into the earth. Rise all the way up. Palms together overhead. Hands come back to heart. Now release the arms down to your sides. Soften your knees. Begin to gently sway, spin, twist yourself side to side. Let the arms flow with you. Have a big or little bend in the knees as you do this. And then you can stick with this. Or we'll step onto the right foot, come up onto the ball of that left foot as you spin yourself over to the right. And then step onto the left foot, come onto the ball of the right foot. So you swing yourself over towards the left. Again, gently, nice and easy, getting some rotation, some lubrication through the spine. I invite you to smile and enjoy. And then bring yourself back to your Tadasana, palms together at the heart, arms reach up, fold yourself in. Halfway lift up to that flat back, Ardha Uttanasana, then plant your hands and step it back into your plank. Lower knees, pubic bone, belly, all the way down you come. Now this time you either lift it into your cobra or bring it all the way up, full cobra. Release down, tuck toes. Send the hips up to your downward dog. Bend your knees and crouch it down. Right leg reaches up, three-legged dog. Let's take that right leg underneath the body and over towards that left arm as you come forward into your plank. And then send the right leg up and back. And this time as you shift it forward, right knee comes over towards that right upper arm. Send the right leg back again. One more time, let's bring it forward, knee to chest, this time core plank, and then you step that right foot through. Stay up on the ball of that left foot, bend that left knee, so both knees bent here. Press down into the feet, hug that right hip back, begin to peel yourself up off of that front thigh. You can, if you like, begin to straighten the leg here. Notice what's happening in your pelvis. If you straighten the leg and it pitches you forward, and keep a little bend in the knee so you can have a neutral pelvis here. Arms reach up. And then left arm reaches forward, right palm comes to meet it. Bend the right elbow, pull that right arm back as you spin the heart open to the right. And then we'll bend the left elbow, bring it right outside that right knee, right thigh. Left palm facing up towards the ceiling, and either right arm still reaching up and back towards the ceiling, or take that right hand to meet the left. Press the palms together. Pull the right shoulder back. Begin to spin your heart, spin your gaze up towards the right. And then soften that back knee as you come back through center. Arms reach back up. Hands to the mat. Step it back. Take it into plank. And move through your flow. You can drop knees and come down through your cobra, or if you like this time, you can take it into chaturanga, low push-up, and then upward dog. Roll forward on the toes, bend your elbows, lower yourself, about halfway down, shoulders above the level of the elbows, and then come on to tops of the feet, thighs lifted, heart pulls forward, upward dog. Send the hips up and back, downward dog. Bend the knees, crouch it down. Left leg up, three-legged dog. Bend that left knee, bring it forward and over towards that right arm. Left leg up and back again. And then we take it forward again. This time, left knee over towards left arm. Left leg up and back. Let's take it forward, core plank. Step that left foot through. Stay up on the ball of the right foot. Bend that right knee. Hug the left hip back. Peel yourself up. Maybe you straighten that back leg here. Arms reach up. And then we'll reach the right arm forward. Left palm comes to meet it. Peel that arm back. Open that left arm. Now we'll take that right elbow. Bend the elbow. Tuck it outside of that left knee or thigh. Lift up the belly. Span the heart, the sternum, over towards the left. Right palm open. Left arm reaching up. Or left hand comes to meet the right. Press palms together. Left shoulder blade pulls back and down. Spin the heart, maybe spin the gaze over to the left or up. And then soften that right knee. Come back through center. Reach the arms up. Hands to the mat. Step yourself back into your plank. Move through your vinyasa. From your downward dog, step or hop yourself forward. Fold it in, forward fold. And then let's bring it all the way up, palms together overhead. Hands come back to the heart. Sit your bum back again, bend the knees, coming back into our chair pose, palms together. We'll move this pretty quick this time. So we'll twist it over to the right. Left elbow will just tap the right knee. Come back to center. Right elbow will tap the left knee. And then you come back to center. Left elbow taps right knee again. Back to center. Right elbow taps left knee. Back to center. Couple more. Side to side. Twist it out. Bring yourself to center. Press into your feet. Come all the way up. Palms together overhead. Hands down to your heart. We'll reach it up. Fold it in. Halfway up to your flat back. Plant your hands. Step it back to plank. And you find your flow. Whatever feels right for you today. Coming back into our downward dog, meeting here. Couple deep breaths here. And then walk your hands back to meet your feet. Bend your knees and come down to a little squat here. You can roll up onto the balls of the feet. Bring your palms together. So yogi toe squat, palms at the heart. Can stay at center or spin your heart over to the right. Bring yourself to center. Spin your heart over to the left. Back through center, over to the right. Back through center, over to the left. Now bring it back to center. We'll take the hands over towards the right side. So spread the fingers wide. So we'll take that left arm sort of inside the right knee. Spread your fingers wide. Arms are shoulder width apart here. Begin to roll up on the balls of the feet and shift your heart forward so your heart and your gaze comes in between the hands. And then sit yourself back into your squat. Palms back together at the heart. Other side. Now we take the hands over to the left. Right arm will tuck outside of that left knee or thigh. Plant the hands. Root down through your finger pads. And then shift yourself so that you're up on the balls of the feet, the toes, heart in between the hands. Bring yourself back to center. Palms come back together. Let's do it one more time to each side. This time you can play if you like by picking up one or both feet. So we'll take hands back over to the right. Left elbow tucks inside that right knee or thigh. You roll it up. Cast the heart forward in between the arms. Maybe you pick up the left foot, maybe the right. You release the feet back down. Bring yourself back to center. Palms together. Take it to the other side. Hands over to the left. Right arm tucks inside that left leg. Roll it up onto balls of the feet. Heart shifting forward. Maybe you pick up one foot. Maybe two. Then you lower the feet. Come back into your, your yogi toe pose. And then from here, you can lower the heels down to the mat. And slowly lower your bum all the way down to the mat. Use the hands if you need to. Extend both legs out in front of you. Generous bend in the knees here. Root down through the sitting bones. Let's reach the arms up. Begin to fold from the hips. Bring the arms forward, belly to the thighs. Hands maybe reach for the feet or the shins or the mat. If it's available, you could begin to straighten the legs a little bit, but if you start to feel it in the back, then back off. Bend the knees again. And then bring yourself up. Now we'll bend the right knee. Draw that right foot in towards you. Notice what's happening with your low back here. If you draw the foot in and you start to find your pelvis sort of rolling back, then you've gone just a little bit too far. You want to find that upright alignment through the spine. So maybe you need to step the right foot forward just a little bit to find that. So you see what feels okay. Fingers around behind you. Press down into your fingers. Sit up tall. And then we take the right foot and step it over to the other side of the left thigh. Again, take your fingers behind you and sit up tall here. Then we'll take this into a little twist. You can bend the left elbow, wrap it around that right knee, and then just spin the heart over towards the right. If you like, you could also bend the left elbow and tuck it outside of that right leg. Lift up your belly, nice long spine. Begin to spin the heart, the sternum, the rib cage to the right. And then we'll take it back to center. Stand that right leg out now. Bend that left knee. Draw that foot in. Keep that upright alignment of your spine. And then we'll step that left foot outside the right thigh. Fingers behind you, press down into your fingers. Reach the crown of the head up. And then we'll take that right arm, wrap it around that left knee. Or tuck that right elbow in front of that left knee. Lift up through your belly. And then spin to the left. And then release. Come back to center. Plant your feet down on the mat. Reach forward with the arms. Slowly lower yourself down. Draw knees into your chest. And gently rock from side to side. Bring yourself to center. Now arms out to the side. T formation. Palms can face up or down. And we'll drop both knees all the way over to the right. And And you can shift your gaze wherever that feels okay for the neck. Maybe you look up, maybe you look over towards that left hand. Bring the knees back up to center. Now we'll shift knees over towards the left. Bring your knees back to center. Extend legs down the mat. A little Shavasana. Relax everything. Close your eyes. Check back in. How do you feel? Let's take one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. Connect in with your breath. Come back to our intention to be gentle, kind, patient, loving, compassionate with ourselves. And thank yourself for showing up for you. Taking this time just for you, away from everything else. Sacred space. Wrap both arms over your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. Send yourself a little love and kindness. Open the arms wide and then wrap the arms, other arm on top now, another little squeeze. And then release your arms and slowly roll yourself over to one side. And then come all the way up to seated. Bring your palms together at your heart. May you feel safe. May you be healthy. May you be happy. May you live with ease. May your heart be open to love, compassion, and may you know joy. Thank you very much for sharing your practice with me today with love and gratitude. Namaste.